Good job. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Y'all all right? Yeah! I love noise. I love noise. My name is Chase. I want to reiterate the thank you. Thank you for bringing this together, Chin. Thank you for bringing this together. Thank you to these lovely readers I get the pleasure of reading with. Thank y'all for coming out tonight. Fate brought us together. I'm excited that y'all are here. Hopefully you leave with a good word. I'm gonna jump right into it. So over the pandemic, I wrote these things I was just calling reditorials or meditorials. I didn't really have a title for it, but I was writing these poems because as we all were in those times, and we're still in those times, we were trying to figure out what the hell was going on, and so we were writing. My way was poetry, and so I was writing kind of like daily poems about current things that were popping up, or that would come to me. So this first poem is one of those. We'll call it Otherwise. And it was based off of a rewatch of Donnie Darko. Anyone seen Donnie Darko? The laughers know what Donnie Darko is. It's an odd watch if you haven't watched it, but it's a beautiful movie in its own right. And there's a quote in there where a teacher, I believe it's Drew Barrymore, she says the most beautiful combination of words in the English language is cellar door. And I always thought that was just an interesting concept of what is the most beautiful combination of words to you. And I had heard somebody at the time say the words otherwise. And I thought otherwise was just a beautiful combination of words. And the concept of, like, we use it as like a, kind of a connector. But the idea of other wisdom in a time of like fake smartness and misinformation and having to base yourself on another intelligence that sometimes is beyond your eyes. Otherwise. In times where wisdom fails, let me be otherwise. I know the giant oak across the street from my house is switchboarding convos between me and Uncle Vernon's heaven, which is different than Papa's heaven, which is different than our dog Bo's. I know the molasses croon of my mother chops the river right below its surface, and if I baptize faithfully into natural quiet, there she is, laughing, behind my eyes. Deja vu dream church beneath my skin, mercury boned. I retrograde out of party without saying a word when the vibe rots. May my body ferrule out its last stitch of shame, possessed by the mutual rage of a drum traded vote for votive in salt circles, chanting triplet outside in November chill like a possessed Migos after empathy won the popular vote and still conceded the clout. Love didn't even get an in memoriam at the Oscars this year. Cut short shooting to a commercial about a pill that seats the body like a conservative judge. I have not lost my mind. It expatriated to humid Colombia and is beckoning me to follow. Crazy, they say I look like you. For wearing white with sing-song gravitas like a full moon. For growing money under its light. Trading faces with it every month, for keeping the candles lit and guessing cancers and Aquariuses under my breath with stunning accuracy, for quitting the job and quitting the Job and returning the victim back to the deck, for pulling a new card, for loving Obatala and Oshun like rings in my own oak, for ancient but family. Crazy? Listen, since I never met the man, I claim you as my father. I listen intently to you. As we share a brew in the rain, my ears decode the wind at the last minute, and I turn and take the back way or the long way, and I avoid the accident by the exact timing of my lateness. Otherwise, it's such a beautiful song, misquoted, underused, obscure vinyl I chop and sample into sentences of small talk and other performances. I choose it today as one of my names. Otherwise. Like the fungi turning a Gulf oil spill into a bed of tulips or a shirt pocket Bible blocking the bullet. Otherwise, like the family dog sensing sickness, ulcer to uncle, or the pocket juvenile found in the song Ha, or July evening in Treme when I found myself crawling through the hook of that song again, Bayou Mud in my 38th year, but this time discovering feather and bead and Olay and cane juice. I exist for me and the beautiful woman who's owned my heart this last decade, and we scatter our bones chicken-like across crisp white linen and read better futures for ourselves in our leisure. Loyal to my intuition like the stubborn ache of an old knee in the rain. I know when to run the streets like a surprise 77 degrees in January and when to stay my ass home. this one.